like for your families to see that movie on the screen last night?
Well, my nephews were really, cause, they were there and they were really blown away by it, and they couldn't believe it. They were like, this is such an amazing film, They were caught up in it all. We didn't get into some philosophical questions. It was just
he was like, the battle scenes were dope, and that's it.
Right. That's what Courtney said. He was like, oh, this is the type of movie that I love. I have to get my fix with this kind of action. But
that's what he told me too.
Yeah. But he was just like, okay, how's this gonna go? Again, how's this gonna go? It can, the kids were, in the car, they were just so thrilled to be there and to be surrounded by all of that. I think it was so inspiring to them. You could see that.
Yeah, you could feel the pride coming up on them.
Couldn't you see it? Couldn't you see it?
The pageantry of last night really kind of took me. I felt like that I was that little girl from Missouri again with goosebumps. Like, this is Hollywood, you know?
Did you see her in her dress?
Did I?
Well, I mean, her.
That was nice con, darling. I mean, yes, she's gonna do it
that kind of moment. Black Panther. It's just bigger than life, and what we've been, waiting for and looking forward to. So it's like you can't go over the top.
You can't. To try to meet that film, to meet Black Panther, you need to sort of step up to that.
Exactly.
Courtney said you weren't giving any secrets away. I know you guys were sworn to secrecy, but what's the best thing someone tried to do to get some information about the movie out of you?
I was so scared of doing something even by accident.
There's a lot of limitations on you can't talk about this, you don't talk about that.
I didn't know what to talk. I was like, don't ask me anything. I not talk to anybody about anything about this. It was posted, before you go onto the set, right?
Yeah.
And
the scripts themselves.
If they give you they want the script back. I don't have a script.
Really?
You have a script.
You couldn't even take it with you?
You took it and they came to get it. Right? If they sent you a rewrite, a page, they came back for that page. I was like, you're gonna come all the way back. How about we put them on FaceTime and we shredded it? You have to believe that I'm shredding the page, though, don't you?
That's crazy.
Literally.
Wow. Oh, they were not playing.
They were not.
No.
I love that.
And if they were going through all of that, I was not about to say anything to anybody.
Early reviews are already out for the film, and they're very, very good and very positive. A lot of people are calling this Marvel's most political film. So what does that mean for you to be a part of what people are considering the most daring and political film that Marvel has made?
I think it's a first, in so many ways, in terms of, records and box office records that is breaking, in terms of being the first black superhero, in terms of, the themes that they're addressing in the movie. It's, tremendous entertainment, but so much that we're familiar with and that resonates, from history till now. It's so modern. It's so steeped in our history as a people, in our separation, in our resilience. It's so it's marvelous that Marvel rose to that moment.
It's just like dealing with so many issues, even migration issues, and going from country to country. You deals, I think, and the super message of that we're all responsible for each other is very powerful. That it has in the film, as well as female empowerment, as well as I think what the message is, with Killmonger for me, which is this. What you could become, he could have been king, but because of the circumstances of his life and what he's been pushed through and it molded him into the person that he is, and then ultimately he's never going to feel free. When he says, I'd rather die than be incarcerated, basically.
That stuck with me because I felt like that could have been written in any movie about the black experience in America, anywhere. It was a very universal theme, and when he said that, I was like, ooh.
I know. It hit me also, because we've read those stories in history where mothers have sacrificed their children instead of allowing them to become enslaved, or slaves who jumped off, the side of the ship instead of, going into bondage, so for him,
to bury me in the sea with it.
Because my ancestors.
Come on, man. Who wrote that?
I was like, yeah, but some of us know exactly. We've heard that. We know that. We lived and studied that. So it's like, ooh.
Quickly, I know that you guys, you put a lot of your heart and your soul into this. But when we were in the panel, Ryan Coogler called you his mentor. How does that make you feel, knowing that this man looks to you as someone who has shaped and guided his career, and look at where his career is?
You know, I feel fortunate that the universe brings people together at the right moments, and that I was able to, that he felt comfortable to trust me enough to be able to be a part of his journey, the beginning of his journey. I think he's got so much to do, so much to say. I think that was clear to me, his moral compass and what he was trying to do. I mean, he was working in social work even when we were talking at that time. When that time he was like working in prisons and stuff. He was, I mean, Ryan is somebody who cares so much and so deeply to have any part in, like, as you did in this, to lift that in some way and allow his vision to be seen is a beautiful thing. And then it comes out with Black Panther, and I was just, I don't know, you know, it's just it's an overwhelming thing.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I love that.
Aren't they like two peas in a pod?
I know.
I mean, is it any wonder?
First of all, seriously,
that he is his mentor, because they share that same type spirit.
Quiet dignity.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very
strength and
much
caring
so.
and passion and love. You know. So I see in Ryan what I see in Felton Forrest when he directed me, and it's a friend all these years.
That's right, he did.
They got the great opportunity to direct amazing,
To be
amazing
directed by.
actors. Yeah.